We're reviving an old 110-year-old brand for a few reasons. One is we have a passion for history, and there's some really, really interesting stories out there through the Mount Pleasant Club whiskey brand. And we want to bring those out in the products that we bring to market.
This all got started when my wife and I bought the house that we currently live in. The lady that lived there back in the 80s, they did a renovation. During that renovation, they found a bottle from 1911, and it just sat in her living room, dining room for the next 30 years. I was fascinated. I thought it was such a cool bottle, and just, I almost immediately started to look up because it had William Barry, 2024 14th Street. It was intriguing to me, just digging up what I could on Mr. Barry, and I was able to find a little bit about him. Mr. Barry was an Irishman who, I think around 1905, 1906, he decided to go into the liquor business, and he bought a liquor store from Patrick Nelligan, who was the original producer of Mount Pleasant Club whiskey. November 1st, 1917, that's when Prohibition came to Washington, D.C. It shut down it became illegal to sell liquor.
Temperance movement was a huge thing in the 19th century and into the 20th century. Big premise of the temperance movement was that it was bad for families, it was bad for women and children, because the husband would take his whole paycheck and drink it up in the saloons, and they'd be impoverished, and then he'd, on top of it, be abusive.
Barry restarted the brand when Prohibition ended. And after a few years, he passed away as well. And at that point, the brand stopped. It ceased to exist.
So this is a Mount Pleasant whiskey bottle.
We will continue to take forward Mount Pleasant Club brand, releasing 2 to 3 batches a year, each named after different streets, each with a different flavor profile.
There is an altruistic purpose for doing all of this. We're giving a portion of our proceeds to local community organizations.
Give back to the neighborhood. That's a big part of what we're doing.